If you want to have sex, just be a serial dater. That's not open relationship is not about sex. If you want to have sex every day of the week, be a serial dater. Just tell a guy I'm dating you. I'm dating you. Tomorrow tell another guy I'm dating you. We are dating. Date like 20 people.
I read this short story of a guy who was deviating, getting detached from his partner. So this guy, if they got into a place in a relationship where they started to fall apart, and he felt her going another direction, and he felt himself once starting to step out, and he felt, again, it's either I make this work or we call it quits. And then he realized that she was depressed, the way she carried herself, everything about her was, he said, she's not the woman I fell in love with. She had this buzz to her, she had this buoyancy to her. But all of a sudden, all that disappeared. She was just always wearing dark colors. She wasn't herself anymore. And then he looked at her and he just thought, oh, this is not the person I married. So he was at the verge of going out, but then he thought, let me try one more thing. So one day he was going home from work and he bought flowers. Just for the sake of it, he bought flowers. Oh, okay. So he went home, bought flowers, and he gave it to her, and she thought, oh, thank you. But then he realized how she tended to the flowers. She put it in the vase. She was playing with it, and he was paying attention to her. And then the following day, he bought her something else. He kept on buying the things, and before you know what's happening, her countenance was changing.
That's what we like to hear.
Saying,
buy me things, iPhone 7,
Her countenance was changing. Then he thought, okay, let me go to a store and buy her the sexiest dress I can find. He bought it for her, and she thought, oh, right, okay. And when he said, do you know what, let's go out this weekend, wear this. And he said that the fact that he did that, it put her in a place whereby she went ahead, she put it on, and the fact that he paid attention to her, sometimes women just need attention. The fact that he paid attention to her, he brought back the woman he fell in love with. And he realized that the problem lingered because of how we responded, not because of how she was.
Yeah.
So you're right. A lot of guys, you gotta respond to you. We gotta pay attention to your woman. And if in the case whereby you feel as though you're losing her, if you're not emotionally checked out, you gotta do whatever you gotta do to pull her back in.
So what he's saying is open relationship is not the answer. Attention
no, that's a different story. Listen, now, let me even say this. Let me say this. You see, open relationship, yeah, sometimes it might just be the answer for some people. Sometimes they need that just to find their strength again or find their grip again. Because some people are so embedded and they're so lost in themselves. So
I also think sometimes if you just want to do it because you just want to have sex, let's not don't be ashamed that you want to have sex. Don't feel the need.
If you want to have sex, just be a serial dater. That's not open relationship is not about sex. If you want to have sex every day of the week, be a serial dater. Just tell a guy I'm dating you. I'm dating you. Tomorrow tell another guy I'm dating you. We are dating. Date like 20 people.
Do your thing. Do you think?
What?
For me, I think the most important thing is that once that honesty is there, let's just call it that.